Next up, notable athletes from Garfield County, Newcastle, Colorado, from the Coleridge Titans, senior post Taylor Wiescamp. Pandemic challenges, very real for you and your teammates. Seems like maybe now you have a healthy rhythm to the season. But let me ask you, Taylor, what's your description of the 2021 start for Coleridge?
So starting off the first week that we were able to have official practices, we got quarantined. And so that kind of put us in a little stump, but our coach just reminded us that, hey, we're here to work hard. We're here to do the best we can. And so we would have like online practices where we would work out over FaceTime and then go over our plays that we're going to be running and things. And so I think just we were super excited to be able to come back when we were. So when we got back, everyone was just ready to work hard and do their best. And last week we just got quarantined again. And so we got out of quarantine on Saturday. And so I think that same mindset, it doesn't matter what life's going to throw at us. We just want to work our best and do the best that we can.
Taylor Wiescamp, senior Coleridge basketball. What does that do for your ladies? Not once, but twice, as you're describing, where you are affected with the reality of the pandemic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's difficult for sure, but I mean, you got to roll with it. We're able to play. And so we're just going to take advantage of the times that we are able to play and keep working hard when we're not able to.
While you were competing and finally got that chance to play, were there any hints that you realized, okay, we might be pretty good?
Yeah. So I'm normally in our years before, we've had like really strong elements in different positions, but I feel like this year we have very strong elements in every position. Every girl on our varsity roster is able to go out there and play as if they're a starter, even if they're not. And so we're just able to really keep that intensity the whole game. And I would say after our first game was kind of rough, we were all super nervous and stuff. But after our first game, I mean, we just realized, hey, we know that we're good. We know that we have the possibility of going really far and getting even better. And so we just believed in ourselves, and it really helps.
Taylor, that kind of fits what I've been seeing on tape too, is, you might make an assumption that, hey, you're going to feed Taylor all the time, right? But, on film, we see a balance in those offensive sets. Sometimes it is about you, but often it's not. So how do you and your teammates know when, it's time to distribute to all the good parts and when we got to go ahead and get that basketball to Wiescamp?
Yeah. So we have a really good shooting guard, Jackie, who's a sophomore this year, and she's really good. She can make it whenever you tell her to make it, she'll make it. And so if there's like a big height advantage with me and the other girl that I'm posting up against, our coach Clyde will tell us, feed her the ball if I have the height advantage or I'm able to work her really well. But a lot of the time he just says, hey, you know what, Jackie, you shoot. If you miss, I'm down there to get the rebound and put it back up. So it just works out really well for both of us.
You're referring to head coach Clyde Morgan. Let me ask you this. On the roster, you're listed 6 feet. What do you say?
I'm like 6'1".
Okay, so it's a little bit more, actually. So a player like that's a nice weapon to have. You have pressure defense, 3/4, full court. How is it special to have someone like you involved in that kind of pressure defense?
I think it really helps. Honestly, being tall really helps. It helps on both sides. When we're playing defense, it's harder for girls to shoot over me and pass around me and stuff because my arms are super long. And so it really benefits us in that way.
In terms of basketball, why are you more than just tall girl?
Well, I mean, being tall is kind of my thing, but I just feel like for me personally, I realized when I got to high school, I can't use my height to make my points and things, and I had to actually get tough and get strong. And so that's what we've been working on a lot, is me getting strong under the bucket and posting up and making sure that the girls aren't stronger than me. So
Okay,
That's
well,
fun.
you play humble. I'll go ahead and build you up with facts. Okay, here's why you are more than just tall girl on basketball court. You're a Class 3A Western Slope League Volleyball Player of the Year. You're a 2021 signee to compete with Northeastern Junior College in Sterling. So why is volleyball and a notable JUCO athletic program in our state the perfect fit for Taylor Wiescamp?
Um, Honestly, I fell in love with the game of volleyball. It's it's just my passion. I love it. I would love to play volleyball and basketball. If the truth be known, it's just really hard in college to do both. But yeah, I just fell in love with volleyball, and I fell in love with NJC. Their coach was super smart. She really knows the game really well. And she seemed to just love the team, and it seemed like they were a family, and I just knew I wanted to be a part of that.
What's your projected fit on the court at Northeastern?
They're looking at me as a middle or a right side. We're
Okay.
not sure yet, but
Gotcha. All right. And something else we have to add too is, we're learning as we become aware of you is we got to stay sharp all year long because you're a multi sport athlete. You're also a thrower.
yes.
Okay. So what disciplines as a thrower do you compete in?
I do shot put mostly, and discus some.
I'm always sensitive to track and field athletes too. It seems like forever since we've watched all of you compete in a state meet. If we do get the state meet, we will get to watch you throw, right? This
Yes.
season? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Look forward to that during the spring. So, you're an impressive a female athlete there. Is there someone who has inspired you, a female athlete, whether it's, basketball or volleyball or whatever? Is there someone who has inspired you?
Actually, my grandma.
Nice. Why?
Yeah. So my grandma is this big basketball player. She loved it. She was able to play for the Redheads team, which is like one of the first WNBA teams. And so when she was my age, she was able to play for them. And ever since I was little, she just made me fall in love with the game, made me fall in love with being an athlete and competing. And so she's my biggest inspiration for sure.
You cannot go wrong giving grandma some love here on this, what you call interview thingy.
Yes, interview thingy.
It's the interview thingy. That's my new professional, and it's inspired by you, by the way. That's my new professional way to describe what we're doing here. Now, how about girls younger than you? What do you want little girls who are watching you? What do you want them to be taking from how you operate?
I just hope that they learn to love the game, learn to love whatever sport that they're playing, and to do it the best that they can, and just be thankful for every opportunity that they have, and be thankful that God gave them that opportunity to play, and just take advantage of it.
And something little girls and then the rest of us need to understand too. This Taylor Wiescamp, who's obviously, been so successful, you've worked on building this version of you, right? How has the focus on the weight room, strength and fitness really helped you be successful?
Yeah, so lifting has really, really helped me out for sure. Coming into high school, my sister was a junior, and I was coming in as a freshman. And so the summer coming into high school, me and her would go every single day into the weight room at school and work out. And then we had volleyball practice after. And so I've just kind of had that mindset that you have to work out. And so this year it's kind of harder to work out with sports, but thankfully I was able to get a weightlifting class in my school schedule. So I just take advantage of that, and it's really helped for sure.
Getting back to basketball, again, that's part of what caught our attention during this winter season. Taylor Wiescamp, double-digit scoring for all 4 seasons so far. The rebound totals are amazing. Coleridge is off to a great start. You're looking to do good things. Your past 2 seasons, round 1 exits, but you did make the postseason. Obviously, you ladies want to get a little bit further, especially in your senior season. Why do you believe you can make a deeper run?
This year, we have all the elements that it takes to get us there, and we have a very strong mindset, better than I've seen in the 3 years before. And so I think this year we just have the mindset for it.
You're proud to call Colorado home. So are we. Since 1973, we've been giving back to the communities where we live, work, and play across our great state. And we're here to stay. If you're looking for an independent, locally managed community bank where the employees are also the owners, we would like to be your bank. We're Alpine Bank.